Hey, this is Juan Brown. Welcome to the 2012 Nevada City Soapbox Derby. I've managed to corner Rich Bodine here to give you guys a quick, short video on how to run the volunteer flag system at this year's Soapbox Derby. We're going to do things a little bit different this year, and it's my job to keep Rich from going too long on this video. You know how he likes to talk too much. So Rich, what are the major changes this year to keep things moving, to keep the event running? We're going to run all the cars for each heat down the race course this year, correct?
Absolutely. We're going to run 14 races or 42 cars, 3 at a time, from top to bottom, leave them all at the bottom, and then we'll tow them all back up with 15 Jeeps all at once.
Great. Now, a lot of you guys helped us flag last year, so we're going to review quickly the flagging instructions. Each volunteer flagger has a red and a green flag, same as last year, right?
Right.
Green means go, red means stop. Nothing's changed there, right?
There you go, and the flags are for the cars, not for the crowd.
Not for the crowd. Big key point of confusion. Let me back up for a second here. We got 3 volunteers at each position, correct?
We do. We got a radio guy from Search and Rescue. We've got a crowd control person that's going to ask people to stay back off the track. And we've got the green and red flag person.
That's you, the green and red flag person. So let's take it from the racers are at the bottom of the hill. How is the bottom flag guy going to know that the racetrack is clear and he can go from a red flag to a green flag?
When the cars cross the finish line, they're going to go up and they're going to come to a complete stop past the hay bale area. At that point, the bottom guy is going to signal that the zone is clear. Even though the cars still have to get pushed out of the way, he'll signal that his zone is clear, and then we'll take care of pushing his cars out of the way. Everybody else, as their zone is clear, and as they see the guy downhill from them is raising a green flag, they'll raise their green flag.
So it works from the bottom up. You look down below, you got a green flag below you, check your zone uphill, correct?
Yep.
If it's clear, you go from red flag to green flag. Now that volunteer is required to hold that green flag up until when?
They're going to hold the green flag up until the Soapbox car is at the starting line. You hear the gong. It'll be on all the speakers, all top to bottom. A big gong sound. The cars will come down the track. That takes about a minute or so to get the cars all the way from top to bottom. And as soon as the cars pass their zone, they can lower that flag and take a rest.
The reason we got flaggers here to begin with is we've got this rather unique course. This is not a straight course. We can't see, of course, from the top of the course to the bottom of the course. That's why we need you guys to help us run this event safely. Now, if in the event there's a disaster on the course, you got the red and green flags, what do we do with those flags if we need to stop things right now?
You're going to cross those flags like this. You're going to wave them like crazy and cross them like this. Anytime you're holding the flag and you're directing the crowd, whether it's a real emergency situation or it's just so that the guy downhill or uphill from you can see each other, we want you to step out 3, 4, 5 feet into the middle, towards the middle stripe on the road to do your flagging. Hold
those flags up high. Again, the flags are for directing
the cars,
not the crowd. All right. Okay. Excellent. We got any other last-minute instructions we should add to the video here?
You know, we want everybody to have a good time. This is an event where the people participating and the volunteers need to all be having fun. So, real key component is to make sure that your section of people is part of your team of crowd control. So get them involved. Ask the people in your section, hey, can you help me keep this race going quickly? We want to do a race every 3 or 4 minutes. If we do that, we're finished on time and we're all having a beer at the end of the day.
Excellent, excellent. And if you need a spell, get in coordination with your radio guy there, and then you can take your spell. But don't leave your post. Your position is critical to this race. When do these guys need to do their last briefing, safety briefing? When do they need to get here on Saturday?
These guys are going to get here, I believe, about 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. 8:30, they're going to get, we'll send an email out in the next day here, so you'll have that by the time you see this video. You're going to meet at the top at the starting line. There will be a volunteers table, and then you'll be split into groups to get started.
Excellent, and remember to have a good time.